Good afternoon, sir. My name is Nicole Aureliano from 11 Proverbs, and this is my guardian.
Jelly Bronzal.
I'm here to discuss the topic in drawing conclusions. And first of all, we have two approaches, which is the critical value approach and the p-value approach. Both of them, you need first to follow the steps where in getting the given so that you can draw a conclusion whether to reject or not the null hypothesis. And in the critical value approach, you need to find first the null and alternative hypothesis and the level of significance, computed test statistic, the sample size, and so on. And in determining the test statistic, you need first to compute you need first to get the given in the example. And if the computed test statistic is negative and is lower, you fail to reject the computed test statistic does not fall in the rejection region, and you fail to reject the null hypothesis. What I mean is, if your computed value, for example, negative 2.24 or less than, basta, negative, and it does not correspond to your z value, then you fail to reject the null hypothesis. And in drawing conclusions in critical value approach, you need to identify whether your computed test statistic fall in the rejection region, and if you fail, if you're going to fail or if you're going to accept or reject the null hypothesis. And the second one is the p-value approach. In the p-value approach, it is also the same in the critical value approach, which is you're going to get the null and alternative hypothesis, the confidence level, computed test statistic. But in this, you're going to calculate the p-value and make a decision and conclusion after. Same step with the critical value approach. But if the computed test statistic is greater or positive and fall in the rejection region, then you reject the null hypothesis because you successfully reject the null hypothesis. And in drawing conclusion in the p-value approach, you need to clarify and justify the why you reject the null hypothesis and prove that the claim is true. The question here is, what is the essence of drawing conclusion?
For me, drawing conclusion is essence, right? I mean, it's important for us to determine whether the statement is true or not.
You mean if the z value is reject or accept, or whether the claim is true or not?
Yeah, whether the claim is true or not, because it has been calculated. That's it. Second question?
It's like the importance of drawing conclusion is to prove whether the the statement or the claim is true or not. The second question is, do you find drawing conclusion hard or easy? Why or why not?
Well, if I were to ask if there's already like um, a formula and then there's already a conclusion, then it would be easy to understand because it has already has the conclusion is already there.
And has been analyzed.
Yeah, it has been analyzed, it has been
Done.
done, it has been calculated and everything.
That's all.
That's all.